here from Pete's Tools. Awesome to see you here again. Today I want to have a bit of a chat about the old Mig torch gun liners and how easy they are to replace. A lot of you fellas put up with the old Mig Welder spitting and mucking about and farting and doing all sorts of crazy things, and a lot of it just comes down to the old worn out Mig liner. So I'll show you how easy they are to replace, and it just might make all the difference in the way your welder operates. Anyway guys, have a look, see what you think. Remember, if you like my channel, subscribe, drop me a line and say good day. So here we have guys the old standard Euro style Mig torch. Bit that plugs into your machine this end of course, and your torch end this end. And to change the Mig liner is really simple. All you have to do is just pull your shield off like so, and get a crescent or whatever you've got, and undo your contact tip like so. And then undo your contact tip holder like so. Now take off your swirl ring. Well, I think they call them a swirl ring, or it's just, you know, it disperses your gas. Some of these are can either be ceramic or this, like this one is a rubber. But yeah, if it's ceramic, just watch that they haven't got cracks or anything in them, because they might not work if they've got cracks. So it pays to replace that when you're doing your liner as well. So, and then all you're left with, guys, is like this. You end your torch like this. And if you can look in there, I don't know if you guys can see it there or not. Let's have a look. You might even be able to see the end of the liner in there. Let's have a look. Well, if you, I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you look down there, you'll see the end of the liner, which is there. So now to pull that out, all we do is grab the other end, the end that plugs into your machine like that. Now this here is for your gas. Your shielding gas goes through that, and this is for your control on your switch. It's just a couple of little things there that put that push in. But you want this one here with the sort of the, see how that see that sort of got a bit of an insert in there. You can see that that nut is the sort of same shape as this in here. So what we do then is we just get this, take that nut off and pull this out of here like so. Now this is curled up on the table, so it's going to be quite awkward to do. So what I'll do is I'll lay it out flat, because they have to be flat. Make sure that your torch is laid out as flat as you can possibly get it, otherwise you'll put a kink in your new liner, and then it won't. Just pull it up and keep pulling it, and you see it's coming out now, and then it's pulled that all the way out. And you notice on this, yeah, I'll just curl it up a bit so you can see it. Notice on this here, here's the end of it here. Now all these different colours here, you've got a blue, a yellow, and a red. I'll click up the top, there's another video there, and it tells you what all the different colours mean, because they're all different size wire, because you need a different liner for like about every 0.2 of wire increased diameter. You need a different sort of liner so it doesn't flop around inside and makes you arc properly. But anyway, that's what it is. It's just basically, looks like an old curtain rod, if you remember the old curtain rods. So anyway, that's your old one, and these, they have an issue after a while, especially if you drop them on the floor, or you bend them, or you're twisting it around while you're working. These here get snagged on the inside on your wire, and it makes it, you know, when sometimes you pull the trigger on your gun and it goes rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat, and it feels like it's not going through properly. 9 times out of 10 it's your liner, and for the sake of $10 you can just get a new liner and solve your problem. So anyway, this is the old liner, and as you can see, I don't know, you see this guys here? See this liner here, it's got a kink in it. That's just what I was talking about before, when you got it wrapped around something and you're welding and it's got a kink in it. And then when your wire runs up the inside of it, it catches on here, and it doesn't come out of the end of your gun properly. So like I say, for the sake of $10, I'll put some links down below for these liners. Get yourself a new liner and save yourself a lot of hassle. Anyway, so here's a new liner that I've got here, like that. See, new liner that we have here. Now this one here is for a 3.2 metre. You can get them in all different lengths. So what you do is just cut off the end of it, whatever length you want. You know what I mean? And it's for a Euro torch, and the wire size is between 0.8 and 1 millimetre. So you just got to make sure you get the correct wire size. But yeah, like I said to you before, just check that video up the top there, and you won't have any trouble with that whatsoever. So here's a new liner, exactly the same as the old liner basically. If we look at the other end of it here, and it's got the same thing on it with a little seal on it here. So all we do is you grab the end of your torch that you just pulled out, start feeding it down the hole, and remember guys, to keep your torch as straight as possible so you don't put any kinks in it. You don't want to be putting kinks in it before you even start. So we just feed them down there like so. So it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter to put on, but it's still fully alright. Push them down all the way, like so, and then push them right in like that. See now it's in there like it was before. That's the new one. So all you do then is put your little nut over the top, like so. Just give it a tweak up with your crescent, and that end's done. So what we do then is we turn the gun over. Remember, once again, have it as stretched out as you possibly can. And here we have the other end of the torch, like that. Now see that this piece here is protruding out of the torch. So I'll show you a little trick to sort that out. So what you do is when you buy your new liner, like if you've got a 3.2 metre torch, or measure how long your torch is, and then get a line up that's a little bit longer than your torch, and then all you do is you feed it through like I just showed you, like that, and you get a pair of pliers, and you just cut off the excess. You go right up to here, just cut off the excess like that. Can you see in there, guys? The liner's in here, and it hasn't crushed it because it's quite on a weave. And then all you do is you go back, and then you put your tip in, your tip holder, screw them in like that, just tweak them up a little bit. Then you put your swirl ring on, like so. Like I say, you may even be a ceramic one, but this is a rubber one. And then you put your tip in, and make sure your tip is the same size hole in your tip as what your liner is for your lining wire. And you just put your tip on like so. Tweak them up a little bit, like that. And then all we do is put our gas shield on like so. And as you can see, that looks 1,000,000% again in there. And we'll go back to the other end. All looks good on this end, like so. Feed your wire through and you're ready to go. And you'll find that will make a huge difference on your Mig Welder. Well, I've found that anyway. You know, it makes it like your machine go from an old shitty thing to running like new again. And it can make all the difference with $10. Yeah, so that's how easy it is, guys. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3 really to change the old MIG torch liners. And just remember, it's you know, it's not always as hard as what we think it is to do this stuff. So if you like my videos, subscribe up the top, drop me a line, tell me what you think, and remember to watch some of my other videos if you're interested. I don't know if you guys have ever had welding flash before. I've got a video up the top there on welding flash and some home remedies and that sort of thing. And I've also done a video on how to extend your welding ground clamps and that sort of thing. So if you'd like to have a look at that, click up the top and have a look at that as well. Anyway guys, until next time, you guys have a great day, and happy welding with your new liners. As easy as.